IP addressing. In this video, again, I'm going to talk about the IP, but with more detail. Let me to start talking about the IP with reviewing the IP address classes, class A, B, or C. You know that we are using class A, B, and C for unicast communication. Because of that, from this video, we will talk about only class A and B and C. Okay, let me to start the reviewing the class A, B, and C. Look at here. You know that in class A, okay, we have the first octet as the network octet, and the octet 2, octet 3, and octet 4 as the host octet, you know it, okay? This means that we have 8-bit for network and also 24-bit for host in a class A IP address. For example, when we say the IP address of the host is 10.1.1.1, this means that 10 is the network part of the address, and this should be same with all of the computers in these networks. And the 1111 is the host address, and this can be different and should be different between the PCs, between the host in this network. Okay, in class B, as you know, we have 2 octet as the network octet and 2 octet as the host octet. And this means that 16 bits are network bits and 16 bits are host bits, you know it. After that, in class C, we have 3 octet as the network octets and only 1 octet for the host octet. And this means that we have 24 bits for the network parts and also 8 bits for the host parts. Now, let me to talk about the new information about these features. Here, I'm going to give you one example. When you have only 1 bit, okay, you have 2 choice, the 0 and 1. When we have 2 bits, okay, you have 4 combination 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Means 4 combination, 4, for example, form of 2 bits. And after that, when you have 3 bits, let me to show you, you have 8 combination 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, for example, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, okay? And 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, okay? And after that, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 8 form, okay? This means that when we have n bits, okay, we have 2 to the power of n form of or combination. For example, when we have 1 bit, this means that 2 to the power of n state means 2 state. And when you have 2 bit, 2 to the power of 2 is 4, and here we have 4 state. When we are using 3 bits, 2 to the power of 3 equal to the 8, and we have 8 state, okay? Because of that, with n bit, we have 2 to the power of n form or state of the addresses. Okay, now let me to talk about the class A and class B and class C. It's so important for us. You know that when in class A, the network bits are 8 bits, okay, you know it, and the host bits are 24 bits. This means that in one class A networks, we have 2 to the power of 24 for example, state. Let me to show you, because we have the 24 bits for host, we can create 2 to the power of 24 host, and the result is that 2 to the power of for example 24. Let me to use the calculator, okay, 2 to the power of 24, okay, this is the result. Let me to copy this value here, and in each class A network, we have this value of the host. For example, let me to show you in class A 10, 0, 0. This is the 0, 0, 0. This is the first IP address. The second is 10, 0, 0, 1. This is the second IP address. And then we can continue to reach to 10, 0, 0, for example, 255. Okay, after that we have 10.0.1.0 again we can continue to 10.0.1.255. okay, and finally we will reach to this IP address 10.255.255.254, and finally 10.255.255.255, the biggest IP address. Okay, and here between the 10.0.0.0 and 10.255.255.255 we have many IP addresses. The number of all of these IP addresses or combination is 16 million, more than 16 million. Okay, look at here, 2 to the power of 24 hosts we have in one class A network. Look at here, for example, for 10.0.0.0 we can start from 10.0.0.0, then 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2, and finally reaching to the 10.255.255.255. Let me to talk about the class B. Finally, we will have one interesting result. In a class B network, we have the 16 bits of networks, you know it, and also we have 16 bits of the host bits. Okay, this means that we have to the power of 16 states, 65,000, okay, 536. That's it. Okay, and for example, let me give you one example. 172.16.0.0, the first IP address, 172.16.0.1, 172.16.0.2, and then 172.16.255.254, 172.16.255.255. That's it. Here we have this amount of IP addressing, because we have less bits for host bits. Here we have less states, and this is normal. Also, let me talk about the class C addresses. Look at here, first class B, 172.16.0.0, as you can see. Start, this is the first IP, and then second, third, and finally we can reach to the 172.16.255.255. Let me to talk about the class C. Okay, finally we will have one result, class C addresses. In class C's we have the 24 bits of networks and also the 8 bits of host. Because of that, finally we will have 2 to the power of 8, means 256 states or 256 host address in one class C address. For example, 192.168.1.0, the first IP, 192.168.1.1, 192.168.1.2, until we reach to the 192.168.1.254, 192.168.1.255. That's it. Here we have 256 form or states. Okay, because of that, in class A network we have this amount of IP address, in class B we have this amount, and in class C we have this amount of IP address. This means that the class A addresses or the class A networks are the biggest classes, has the biggest capacity of the host, and in class B we have the for example, between the class A and class C capacity. In class C we have less capacity, okay, of the host. And after that, you know that when we are using, okay, all of the host bits in one IP address, one I mentioned before, this is the local, this is the directed broadcast address, you know it. For example, let me to give you one example. You know that in 10.0.0.0 we have these IP addresses, okay. The last IP address is the broadcast address. You know that we can't assign the directed broadcast address to a PC because of this IP address should be reserved, and we can't count it for the usable IP addresses. This is the directed broadcast address. Also, in the for example, class B, in the last IP address is directed broadcast address, and we can't assign this IP address to the PCs. Let me to subtract this IP address from the usable IP addresses, -1, -1, and -1. After that, let me to introduce one new address. We call it network address. The network address is the first address in the, for example, in the range of one class of IP address, or maybe we can say that when you are using the all of host bits as 0, this is the network address. Network address is using for routing. I will talk about that in this course, and you will use about this more efficiently. But let me to say that the network address first function, and for example one of the most important function is for routing in the networks. Because of that, we can't assign the network address to one system. When you are using all of the host bits as 0 bits as value with